It's we live in two Americas, and that was prime example of that yesterday. And if you don't understand that or don't see that after seeing what you saw yesterday, then um, you really need to take a step back, not even just one step, maybe four or five or even 10 steps backwards, and ask yourself how do you want your kids, or how do you want your grandkids, how do we want America to be viewed as, how do we want to live in this beautiful country, because yesterday was not it. Being a part of a household with three kids, two boys, a daughter, a wife, a mother-in-law, and so many black folks in my household during that time, and it's on the TV. Couldn't help but to wonder if those were my kind storming the Capitol, what would have been the outcome? And I think we all know. It's not even, it's no ifs, ands, or buts. We already know what would have happened to my kind if anyone would even got close to the Capitol, let alone storm inside the offices, inside the hallways. Um, just a very, very low time in our country to see what we saw yesterday. The events, the chain of events. You just saw them, the photos. All you gotta do is look at the photos from the peaceful protests of what we're fighting for. When we were out there fighting for lives, and what we saw yesterday, they're talking about votes. All you gotta do is look at the photos. I mean, I saw a picture yesterday that we all probably seen before of a black man holding his daughter on top of his shoulders, and you got a police officer with a shield on, with a gun pointed right at him or right at her. Could have been rubber bullets on the inside. Could have been real bullets. We all seen that photo. And then on the contrary, you got this white guy walking inside the Capitol with his thumb up in the air with the damn podium in his hand. I mean, what more do I need to say to my kids than to just see the two differences? It's right there, it's right there in their face. And I will continue, and my wife will continue, and my mother and my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, who lived through a lot of this that's going on, they will continue to hit home with them. But for them to see it, it's even more powerful. And his beliefs and his wishes, he cares about nobody besides himself. Nobody, absolutely nobody. He doesn't care about this country. He doesn't care about his family. He doesn't care about anybody besides himself. And we've seen the tweets that happened along this whole path to the destruction of what happened yesterday. Those events was because of him. And we sat there, and everyone, and it's just over the last 4 years that we all knew. I mean, like you said, Pop said it. I remember, like you said, 4 years ago, where I sat there and said, this is the beginning of the end for our country, and hopefully it only lasts 4 years. But the one thing you can't get back in life, and one thing you can never get back, and that's time. You can't get back time. And we've literally just away 4 years. And how do we recoup that?